Hello and welcome everyone to this exciting game of I League 3 of Group A as Sports Odisha lock horns with Diamond Harbour Football Club. Both the sides have had contrasting fortunes in their opening clash in this tournament. On one hand, you have Sports Odisha who had lost their first game but then staged a solid comeback against Ghaziabad with that 1-1 draw. Of course, if we take a look at a few of the training glimpses that we got, Sports Odisha looking confident after, of course, Raja Horijon scored that redemption goal in injury time after he missed out on that goal, and then eventually he staged a comeback. There was drama that was surrounding the previous game. We spoke to the coach of Sports Odisha and we tried understanding how he looks at this game.
Good morning. Today match is very important for us, and we'll play for 3 points today. And two players is change. One Parao Tudu and one Indra. So we'll uh, give him a good game. Okay. Thank you.
So that was, of course, Jaspal Urma. If you take a look at their formation, they're playing with the 4-2-3-1 formation with a couple of changes in the defensive formation. You've got Indra Oram who comes ahead of Prem Piyush Bag, and on the other end, of course, on the right flank, you will be getting Parao Tudu in place of Jagannath Tudu. So a couple of good changes. Jagannath Tudu and Prem Piyush fall back to the substitute bench. Parao Tudu gets his second game. On the other end, it's the hosts, Diamond Harbour, led by their Spaniard coach, who is always very animated on the touchlines. You've got Kibu Vikuna, I League winning coach. Here's an interesting game that we can be having. They're coming on the back of a 3-0 victory in their opening game against Ghaziabad. We spoke to Kibu Vikuna and we'll shortly understand what he has to say up against Sports Odisha and this exciting game at Noihati Stadium.
Good game, no. The second game for us, third game for them. It's a good team. They have good players. They draw. They play a good second half against Ghaziabad City. So tough match. We are going to try to play a good match. Playing good football. Try to press high to try to. Get difficulties in the opponent, and let's see what is going on.
Absolutely, high press is something which we can expect from Diamond Harbour. Of course, Diamond Harbour have had only one change. The goalkeeper Shushna Tumulik comes in place of Shubhra Tushantra. Otherwise, it's a 4-2-3-1 formation. Of course, watch out for the likes of Jobby Justin, Naruhari Shrestha, and Girik Khosla. These were the three goal scorers as well. They've got a good substitute bench, and in moments we will be starting this game at the iconic Noihati Stadium. The match officials Kishore Gangaram Chaudhary, Springs and Singh, Kamal Kishore, and Shantaram Agarwal as well. The Diamond Harbour in their blue outfit, all in readiness ahead of this clash. And Sports Odisha, they have their red jersey. You can see Prashanto Srihari quickly joining in the team. He'll be an integral part in the defensive setup for Sports Odisha, a team that is done by the Department of Sports and Youth Services of Odisha and Diamond Harbour. Of course, they're playing in the Calcutta Football League as well, the top tier football league of Calcutta. They are presently in the top position in the points table. Already through to the Super 6, which will be starting in just about a few more days. So Diamond Harbour, they are super excited. They're super pumped to be playing against the men in red. It's the men in blue versus the men in red. Diamond Harbour coming on the back of a 3-0 victory against Ghaziabad. They would be keen on registering a victory in this clash as well. Odisha banking high on that late minute goal from Raja Horijon in the previous game. He had a foul throw in the previous game against Ghaziabad, denied the goal, and then minutes later, during injury time, he had that perfect redemption and he staged that supreme comeback. That is the beauty about football. That is the beauty about these inspiring sports where you can seek full redemption despite being under the pump, despite having your back's against the wall. There are chances that life gives you a second chance. You've seen that in cricket via test cricket, you've seen that in football as well, where there is always a second chance to redeem yourself. When you might be down and out, the divine intervention can come in and can save it. So, with that pushback, we are underway at the Nuihati Stadium with Sports Odisha locking horns with Diamond Harbour. Diamond Harbour earned their place in I League 3 through the Calcutta Football League by performing well there. On the other hand, Sports Odisha had finished second in the Football Association of Odisha League. Here's Diamond Harbour early on. In comes the attack. In comes that grounder. We heard from their coach Kibu Vikuna that they might be pressing high just to maintain possession. So that's the kind of approach we can expect. Diamond Harbour, the blue side in their blue kit, who can simply play a good game today. But high press presently coming in from Sports Odisha. In comes that cross towards the left, but of course a little too far fetched for Girik Khosla to get near that ball, near that incoming one. Diamond Harbour with just one change. Shushnato Molik, who had a good I League 3 season in the previous edition, he will be replacing Shushnato Molik. Remember, Shushnato Molik had 3 clean sheets in I League 3 2023-2024. So he's someone between the sticks. He's an exciting figure. There was, of course, Sanjay Hembram pushing the ball away back in the defensive third of Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha coming on the back of a 1-1 immediate draw against Ghaziabad. And in their first game against Sad Tirur, they had a 0-2 loss. Here's Odisha looking for a few options. Once again, breaking past the defensive wall of Diamond Harbour is always a tough task, always a tough nut to crack. You can already see signs led by Diamond Harbour's captain Bikramjeet Singh, the great central defender along with Ayon Mondol. Of course, the overlapping side backs for today, Naresh Singh and Robilal Mundi. Robilal Mundi has the ability to score those goals as well. He's an exciting name to watch out for in this class. And of course, you've got Jobby Justin, leading goal scorer of CFL so far, 8 goals under his belt. From the right flank, he's the one to watch out for. You've got Naruhari Shrestha, the centre forward, 5 goals. Girik Khosla with 4. Girik Khosla, in comes that delivery near the far post. Girik Khosla, but just heads it over the crossbar. Girik Khosla previously has played for Delhi FC, he's played for Punjab, he's played for Northeast, Real Kashmir and Srinidhi Deccan. So he's one of the most exciting players with that wealth of experience. And like the coach said, there's a tad bit of press as well that is coming from Diamond Harbour. In the midfield, they have to be a little careful here. Sports Odisha, they lost out on the ball in the midfield in the previous game against Ghaziabad. Here, they lose out again. Here's Girik Khosla. Creates that layoff. Carlos Chalam couldn't get near it. A couple of short, crisp passes. Is back in possession with Rakesh Oram. Rakesh Oram to Avinash Kishan. Avinash Kishan retains his place in the side. He had replaced Parao Tudu after the first game. Parao Tudu and Avinash, both of them are playing this game. In comes that long ball from the captain Prashant Srihari. If they employ the long ball strategy, they have to be inch perfect with that. We saw from Prashant Srihari, defensive midfielder, the captain has to be a little better than what we saw over here. Remember, this time around in I League 3, not one, but 2 teams will be qualifying to I League 2. From each group, there will be 2 teams that go to the next round in I League 3. From there, they'll be 10 teams will be divided into 2 groups of 5 each. Toppers of each group will directly earn a place, and they'll play the final of I League 3 as well. Second place teams will be qualifying for I League 2 2024-2025. whereas the third place team in the second round they'll be qualifying to the next edition's I League 2, that is 2025, which starts in 2025. So that is a simple roadmap. Here's Jobby Justin. In the previous game, Naruhari Shrestha had scored a goal within the first 10 seconds of the game, the fastest goal in the history of Indian football. That long ball from Jobby Justin and that finishing prowess from Naruhari Shrestha. So Sports Odisha would know the fact that this side has the ability to score goals for fun. Whenever they're playing at home, they have that added advantage. Diamond Harbour, an exciting side. Here's Giri Khosla now being brought down. There was a violent and a rough push from Prashanto Srihari. Once again, if you see the replay, first touch via the chest was a smooth one, but then being brought down by the defensive midfielder Srihari. So the captain of Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha were the runners-up of the Football Association of Odisha. There we can see the chest trap was a smooth one, but then with his left elbow it was Prashanto Srihari who brought down Giri Khosla. And here's the first set piece for Diamond Harbour. Tense looks on the faces of the defenders of Sports Odisha. Here's Bikramjeet Singh. In comes the ball towards the far post, but could be cleared away by Sports Odisha. It needs a little bit of an intervention by the on-field referee for today, Kishore Gangaram Chaudhary. He's been the coach. He's been the referee for most of the games of Group A of I League 3. I League 3 today is match day 3. We've had some exciting games. We have 4 games of Group A already. That's good bit of defensive work, just making sure that he sees the ball till the end. Oyon Mondol. So once again, long ball coming in from Sports Odisha. This time around, it was Diamond Harbour's Oyon Mondol who made sure the ball went out of the mouth of danger. Here's Shushnato Shorka playing for the first time in this edition's I League 3. In the previous edition, he had 3 clean sheets. So he's someone who's got the ability to stop the incoming threats. And the only goal that came against Shushnato in the previous I League was against Sporting Bengaluru. Sporting Club Bengaluru, who eventually became the champions of I League 2 and I League 3 and went on to I League. Couldn't get past Giri Khosla on the first attempt, but here is Sports Odisha on the move. This time not the long ball, instead of through ball. Couple of passes. There's that triangle being formed on the right wing. Now, once again, in the defensive front, not being able to clear past the defensive wall formed by Diamond Harbour. There was an interesting triangle that was formed towards the right flank. In comes Abhinav Kishan. Raja Horijon, I think he's going to be the one who will be taking that side throw. Is it? Yes, Raja Horijon, remember, had a foul throw. I think another change in tactic. Now it's Nirmal Odam who comes from the defensive front. Oh no, it's back with Raja Horijon. And then he had scored that goal to seek redemption. Here's Raja Horijon. In comes that long throw in. Giri Khosla clears it away, still in possession. One bounce and straight into the hands of Shushnato. Those one bounces can be sometimes a bit awkward with that awkward bounce. This time around, it was a simple and smooth one that came to Shushnato. Here's the build up coming in. Shustato. Here's Bikramjeet. Back to Oyan Mondol. Here's Oyan Mondol now. He's not an overlapping side back, but still he loves playing with the ball. Good dribbler. Here's Robilal Mundi. He's the overlapping side back. Often we've seen him go through the wings while all the attention is on the centre forward. Naruhari Sreshta, Jobby Justin, and Girik Khosla. Robilal Mundi sneaks past the goal. We've seen that in the CFL happen a lot of times. So Robilal Mundi is someone whom definitely you can place your bets on. Here's Nirmal with the throw. Robilal Mundi. Is it behind? Here's the captain Bikramjeet. Robilal has previously played for the youth clubs of East Bengal and Atletico de Kolkata, along with Peerless, of course. And in the previous season, he played for Diamond Harbour, and the season prior to that, he played for Calcutta Customs Club. Someone who's got experience in football in Bengal, who would know the stadiums, Noihati extremely well. We've already had 4 matches in Group A of I-League 2024-2025. Some exciting clashes, some mouth-watering clashes we've seen. We've seen goals scored, we've seen exciting saves, we've seen foul throws, and then eventually redemption. So we've seen all in I-League 3, and it's just the start. This is second last match day. But in fact, a couple of more match days remaining. Comes the long ball towards the left, but eventually goes outside. Comes that quick throw. Once again, Robilal Mundi. Seems like it was a foul throw on that occasion. Now the build-up coming in. Here's Shupradeep Hajra. Back to Robilal Mundi. Back to Hajra. Gives it behind Oyan Mondol. Now the central defenders playing it among themselves. In comes that long ball from Bikramjeet. He has to spray those long balls really accurately. He has to make sure those long balls come along well. Here's Carlos. Carlos again. There was Robilal Mundi towards the left. Couldn't get enough on it. Yes, Bikramjeet does so well to control that. Went forward a tad bit. Jobby Justin. Can he create on the layoff? Yes, here's Jobby Justin. This time couldn't execute that pass well. Jobby Justin is another exciting figure. He's played for a lot of clubs. Played for East Bengal as well. So he's someone who knows Indian football by the scruff of the neck. He knows Indian football inside out. Here's Jobby. Now there's pace. In comes the delivery. Before it could reach Girik Khosla, it was cleared away by Rakesh Odam. That's why Rakesh Odam is such. He plays such an important role in the defensive setup for Sports Odisha. Rakesh Odam clearance was good because if not that clearance from Rakesh, the ball would have straight away gone to Girik Khosla. But here's Carlos Chellam. The first set piece for Diamond Harbour and the first chance to make an inroad into the game. This could be a dangerous moment in the match. This could be a big moment in the match. In comes the cross, parried away by the goalkeeper, but the ball still in play. Threat still not over. In comes another diagonal ball, but headed away by the central defender. Pretty good work from Sports Odisha. Odisha are such an exciting team to watch out for. Is in the midfield. Once again, from the right, it was Jobby Justin. Here's the men in red. Here's SK Farid. Raja Horijon plays that cross flank pass towards the left. Another gentle push behind. Here's Rakesh. Raja Horijon. The through ball SK Farid. The first touch was a tad bit heavy for him. But once again, he has a chance. Here's Prashanto Srihari. He takes a shot from a distance, but just off wide the near post. Sports Odisha, they'll have to capitalize on those chances. They have to create those little pockets of spaces and take a crack on the goal. Otherwise, it's going to be Diamond Harbour. Diamond Harbour definitely have an edge. Coming on the back of clinical 3-0 victory on 3rd of September. 4 days later, here they are at Noihati Stadium playing the morning game again. We'll tune in again at afternoon for the 4th match. Comes that diagonal ball. Here's Robilal Mondi. Fantastic skill set he has under his sleeve. SK Farid. You see how things panned out in that. Wanted to control with the chest. I think just copped a blow on his chest there. SK Farid. Such an interesting player to watch out for towards the right flank. But here's Carlos Chalam. Plenty of blue shirts inside the 18-yard D. In comes the ball. Just narrowly sails over the bar once again. Bikramjeet this time around. See how things pan out. Bikramjeet is a tall figure. Got his head to it. But narrowly sails over Sanjay Hembram. Bikramjeet Singh is tall. He can execute those head as well. That was Naruhari Shrestha, central forward. Back in possession with Robilal. Look at him moving forward with a burst of pace. But what did he do with that pass? Should have been a bit more diagonal. It was quite straight as an arrow, that pass, and hence they lose out possession. Yes, the men in red, now they've lost out possession. Giri Khosla. Aggressive push. And the referee Gangaram is not happy. It's Giri Khosla, one of the most experienced players in the team of Diamond Harbour. Knows the game inside out. Knows football in Kolkata inside out. As the physio comes in, just takes a look. In the previous game between Ghaziabad and Sports Odisha were quite frustrated because there were plenty of interventions by the physios as the players kept getting injured in the second half towards the fag end of the game. Was frustration seeping in, but that relentless pressure for that pursuit of that equalizer was Raja Horijon who scored that goal against all the odds. At a time when Ghaziabad were bossing the game, they were in the driver's seat of the game. There were plenty of attacks that were coming in from Odisha. And eventually it was Odisha. Here's Jobby Justin. In comes that ball now. A golden opportunity for Narohari Shrestha. And in the second attempt, he gets the first goal. Once again, first touch of course being blocked by the goalkeeper, and then off the rebound, it's Narohari Shrestha who scores the goal in the second attempt. In the previous game itself, it was Narohari Shrestha who found the back of the net, scored that first goal. Here's Narohari Shrestha again with that finishing touch. Perfect through ball once again from Jobby Justin. And once again, it's the two that combine to score the goal. Jobby Justin and Narohari Shrestha. Diamond Harbour 1, Sports Odisha 0. The first game, it was in the first 10 seconds, and this time in the first 20 minutes. And look at that celebration from him. He's pretty happy how things panned out. 1-0 in favor of Diamond Harbour. Now, Sports Odisha, how do they come back? It's a wayward shot from a distance. We'd expected Diamond Harbour to play well, to pull their tricks up against Sports Odisha, who just managed to muster 1 point, but they had a good game against Ghaziabad in the previous. Here's Robilal. Back to Ayon Mondol. Oh, that's a misdirected pass. Poor one. Poor way to give away possession. Here's Tudu. Diamond Harbour somehow can heave a sigh of relief to that defensive blunder, that clangor from Ayon Mondol. As Girik Khosla wanted to set up with Carlos Chalam, immediately apologizes. Carlos there. Here comes that quick throw in. Nirmaloram. It's had a good game so far. Just a while back, we saw one interception, one clearance from him. Here's SK Farid. Once again, a wayward pass, and they lose out possession. They have to be very careful once they have possession of the ball. They cannot be squandering the possession so easily. They have to give it their all here. You know, it's not an easy game when you're playing against Diamond Harbour. Their side plays with so much command and aggression. They have to do much better than that. The possession in the midfield. Somehow trying to get possession of the ball here at the Noihati Stadium. In comes Bikramjeet Singh with that gentle push towards the left. Here comes Diamond Harbour in numbers once again. Brilliant Girikosa. That's fantastic skill set being displayed by him. The left winger. Here's Robilal. He's looking for a few options. Gives it to Hajra. What does Hajra do here? Sets to give it behind. Mondol to Bikramjeet. Bikramjeet to Naresh Singh. Now back to the captain. Gives it to Mondol. Here's Mondol with that gentle pass to Girik Khosla. Girik Khosla now. Diagonal ball to Jobby Justin. Brilliant ball in. Good control. In takes that shot, but had just a bit too much power on it. Immediately apologizes Jobby Justin. But brilliant control from that cross flank through ball from Girik Khosla. Jobby Justin, the 30-year-old, previous season played for Bhawanipur. Also played for Gokulam Kerala, Chennai FC, East Bengal, ATK Mohun Bagan as well. He's represented India in 3 games. Played in the 2019 Intercontinental Cup for India. Jobby Justin replaced Sunil Chhetri towards the fag end of the game in that 2019 match between India and Tajikistan, where India had lost against Tajikistan 4-2. That was the scoreline. India had finished 4th place in that tournament, with North Korea winning the Intercontinental Cup and Tajikistan being the runners-up. Man the myth, the legend Sunil Chhetri had netted 3 goals in that game, in that tournament, of course, where North Korea had won that 2019 Intercontinental Cup 1-0. All the matches were played at Trans Stadium in Ahmedabad. Now in comes Diamond Harbour. Stamaran couldn't get that pass to fruition. Then Narohari Shrestha are back in possession with the men in red. 25 minutes up on the clock. We've seen just that one goal with that beautiful combination play, an exhibition of pure class and flair. On the right flank came that pass from Jobby Justin, who's had another assist in the tournament, and that finishing prowess. First one blocked by Himbram, then off the rebound, a header setup. Here's the build up coming in, but lose out possession again. So Sports Odisha finding it extremely hard to gain back possession from Diamond Harbour. He's being brought down here. Naruhari Kirikos, I beg your pardon. Brought down by Nirmaloram. He's always on the radar of all the defenders. Quality players always on the radars of opposition defenders. All of them have to make sure that he's stopped on the tracks. On the right, there's Jobby, the centre forward position. There's Naruhari Shrestha, and towards the left, there's the likes of Robilal Mundi and Girik Khosla. So, some exciting names. In comes the build up again. Here's a mazy run. In comes the cross, but this time straight to the hands of Sanjay Hembram. Naresh Singh, another overlapping side back, came all the way from the right back region. Mazy run, he had space. It was a tight angle though, but the idea was to take a crack on the goal directly. But he had options on the second post, so he could possibly have given that loopy incoming ball. Those whipped in crosses are always very, very deadly. There's Naruhari Shrestha. Here's Jobby Justin. Clever little back pass. Now the build up coming in from Diamond Harbour. They've enjoyed the lion's share of possession in this game. They know what it takes to maintain possession, to be on the driver's seat. Here's Robilal Mundi. He was making that diagonal run. Here's a brilliant through ball to Naruhari Shrestha. Flag stays down. In comes the cross towards Jobby Justin. Keeps it in. Couple of passes once again. Now it's a better way to take that pass now. Cleared away by the men in red. Not quite yet at the moment. Back with the men in blue. It's Mohit Mittal. Now it's Naresh Singh. There's Jobby. Here's Mohit Mittal again. In comes that cross. There is Robilal Mundi, but this time it's SK Farid, who was man marking Robilal Mundi, who clears the ball away. Sports Odisha, this is a must-win game for them. First game they had lost against Sattiru 2-0 on 3rd. Then on 5th of September, on Teachers' Day, Raja Horijon gave a perfect gift to their teacher, to their mentor guide, Jaspal Urma, by that late equalizer. But here's Mohit Mittal with that long throw in. Misses the blue shirts, went towards the red. The fallback strategy of Diamond Harbour is great as well. You've always got 2 to 3 defenders not going towards the defensive third of the opposition. Whenever Bikramjeet Singh, since he's tall, he's going to take those headers whenever there's a set piece, whenever there's a throw in, whenever there's a corner. That is the time when Robilal Mundi and Oyon Mondol guard the defensive attack. All these strategies are eventually the game changer. Now from the right, here's Naresh. Here's Jobby Justin. In comes the pass. Lack of control. Yeah, this time around Naresh Singh does well to keep it in control. Here's a chance from the right flank for the men in blue. They're looking for a few options. Here's Owen Mondol. Here's Mundi. He has a couple of defenders, but he's got options as well. But this time can't execute that pass to Narohari Shrestha. It's been a good bit of play from Diamond Harbour. Sports Odisha hardly getting the ball in this game. Massive gulf in the quality between the two sides. There's a massive difference. Yes, it's not going to be a walk in the park for Diamond Harbour, but they clearly share the advantage, or have the advantage, in fact, over Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha need to find better ways to get the ball back. You see only a couple of players, Raja Horizon and SK Farid, who have been man marking and ball watching when the ball is with the opposition. Here's Mohit Mittal, gives it to Girik Khosla, back to Oyan Mondol. Here Shubhradip Hajra loses our possession. Back with the men in red after a pretty long time. They have to make sure they don't give away possession. Here's an aggressive pull, and I think that's going to be a yellow card straight away. First card for Shubhradip Hajra here. That's a violent push. The way he was trying to pull, of course, Parao Tudu, not fair in the eyes of the on-field referee Gangaram, and fair enough. For a very long time, we had seen the men in red with the possession cross the half-hour mark as we enter into a quick drinks break. Kibu Vikuna on the sidelines would be a tad bit happy with his side's performances so far. Extremely hot and humid in Noihati now. That was the goal. Brilliant grounder from Jobby Justin, and that perfect finish on the second attempt with his head. It's none other than Naruhari Shrestha who finds the back of the net, scores his second goal of I League 3. He had scored a goal in the first 10 seconds in the previous game as well against Ghaziabad. Yes, Kibu Vikuna with that white drawing board with all his tactics and combinations. Spaniards, it's in their blood to have great outings on the field with their tactics, with their skill set. He's an I League title winning coach in 2019. Shares a massive win percentage of 76%. One of the most sought after coaches in Indian football. Previous season, he was with Mohammedan. Now he's back with Diamond Harbour. Here's a set piece for Odisha. It's going to be Sheikh Alam who takes it. In comes the loopy ball towards the right flank. The idea was to give it to Nirmal Oram. Here's Nirmal. It's going to be Raja Horijon who takes that throw in. You can see Bikramjit Singh just asking his players to man mark. Brilliant man mark on point, but this time around, it's that deft header out of nowhere against the run of play. It's Parao Tudu with that gentle push with his head. He gets that goal. Once again, it's Sports Odisha push the match into a level ground. Brilliant throw in from Raja, and then that deft, that simple header from Parao Tudu. Just to make sure that they win, that they are in a commanding position. Girik Khosla has been pretty good so far, but Many Dead will be pretty happy with the comeback that they have staged, and Diamond Harbour have to go back to ground zero. Once again, if we see the replay, there's SK Farid. Some highlights of the first game, first half, in fact. In comes that ball, gentle couple of passes. Here's layoff created from the right. In comes the grounder. But brilliant defending once again. The defenders rising up to the occasion. It's the captain Prashanto Srihari. There you can see a deft header towards the right, towards the left of the goalkeeper. And despite Naresh Singh's man marking, it was Parao Tudu. Got off his marker, scored that goal. Here's a set piece for Diamond Harbour as about 10 minutes of regulation time are remaining in this clash. In comes the cross. Paddy Devi should have just collected it. Naruhari Sreshta's ball towards Sanjay Hembram, and Sanjay Hembram this time around collects it comfortably. Here's Sports Odisha. Comes that long ball. Just the two goals they've scored in the tournament so far in the previous game. Raja Harijan, this time Parao Tudu. The other hand, Diamond Harbour have scored 4 goals. 3 in the game against Ghaziabad and 1 in this game thus far. Naruhari Sreshta once again finding his name on the goal scoring sheet. Gentle couple of passes. Now Bishojit. Back with Arun Mondol. Diamond Harbour have exercised their dominant muscles in a big and a positive fashion. They made sure the things are panned out for them in a smooth and sophisticated manner so far. Just that one time they let their guards down, and that eventually was a goal. Taking nothing away from Sports Odisha, was relentless behind getting that equalizer, and the divine intervention. Jagannath Thakur has come in to save them. Yes, Parao Tudu, I think he's just gotten himself a blow on his leg. Towards the calf muscle region, in comes that ice pack from the physio. That was the first goal from Naruhari Sreshta on the second attempt on the rebound. Jobby Justin once again combining extremely well with Sreshta to get that goal. Jobby Justin on the right flank, he's got that magical foot of his. This man scored his second. Then, of course, the deft header somehow managed to beat everyone. First with that assist from Rakesh Oram, and then that finishing touch from Parao Tudu. Just about 5 odd minutes remaining in the first half. Comes the pass towards the right. Here's Naruhari Sreshta shot towards the far post. Then that little header set up, of course. Brilliant chances, Carlos. First, Girikosla towards Carlos. So awkward little height on that aerial route. Tussle for possession again as we enter into the final 5 minutes of this match. In the first half, of course, Diamond Harbour sharing the lion's share of possession. This is the second time SK Farid has been spoken to by the ref. He has to be a tad bit careful. Here's Odisha. Couple of players, they need people for the square pass. Where are the people? Prashanto Srihari could just see Raja Horijan over there. No one near the far post yet, but in comes another set piece, another chance for them. Remember, it was through that long throw in from Raja Horijon that they scored. And this time around, Shushnath Malik cannot be keeping a clean sheet in I League. Last edition, he had 3 clean sheets under his belt. Shushnath Malik. Here's a short corner. In comes that ball towards the far post, but a wayward delivery. Couldn't get enough on that one. There was, of course, Raisen Tudu. Raisen Tudu scored 5 goals in the FAO 2023 Diamond League. Ronik Maji scored 3, and D. Sanjay, who's in the substitute bench, had scored 2. Here's Carlos with that run, but it's Rakesh Oram who wins the battle. Here's Giri Khosla finding the blue shirts out there in the park. You can see Ayon Mondol coming inside the penalty right now box. It's going to be Mohit Mittal who goes in. Giri Khosla will be there to receive the ball. Cleared away by the men in red. Not a very good clearance, but still manages to give it to a red shirt. It's Mohit Mittal on your screen. Then Maloma Oram it was with that quick throw in. Now back with Giri Khosla. Giri Khosla is always quick. Gives that gentle push. Mohit Mittal now back to Bikramjit, the captain. Ayon Mondol. Ayon Mondol with that gentle pass forward. Here's Khosla. Back to Mohit Mittal. Mohit Mittal to Naruhari Shrestha. Managed to build it up here. In comes that diagonal ball towards the right. There is Naresh. Outfoxes his marker. In comes that cross. Now that header set up. So close. Brilliant ball in. But Naruhari Shrestha this time from close range. It was a brilliant ball from Naresh Singh. Got away from the marker. Then that header set up. But this time Sanjay Hemram collects it smoothly on the second attempt. Brilliant passage of play here. Here's the build-up again. Shupradeep Hajra to Giri Khosla. Giri Khosla has space. Is he going to launch that ball? In comes that loopy ball. But just a bit far away from the second post. Pretty challenging times for Sports Odisha. Facing constant pressure from Diamond Harbour. With good control from Nirmal Oram. Back with the men in red. Now a quick turn from Rakesh. It's Prashanto Srihari towards the left now. Back to the captain. SK Farid. Prashanto. And that's a poor delivery. Heavy first touch. Ball goes outside. Shortly entering into the injury time after another minute. It's 1-1 at the moment at Noihati Stadium. It's a couple of short, intricate passes. That's how Diamond Harbour built it up before they give it towards the flanks. They've been very creative on the flanks there. We saw Naresh Singh towards the right there. Did extremely well to outfox his marker. Vizondol Mondol. Now Bikramjit. Here's Jobby Justin. Good control to Naresh now. Here's Naruhari Shrestha. They don't want to take any chances. Now they want to build it up first. Here's Khosla. Now Carlos. Creative run. Here's Carlos Chalam with his left foot straight to Hembram. It was good combination play from Carlos Chalam and of course Naruhari Shrestha there. 4 minutes of added time. 4 more minutes of extended drama. Whenever Diamond Harbour play, it piques the interests of all the fans. The gameplay which they adopt always gathered positive reviews from all the fans. Scott Kibu Vikuna, title winning coach of Mohun Bagan previously in the I League. He has good control by Girik Khosla but loses out possession eventually. Now the men in red. Second gives it behind. Comes that long ball. Couldn't execute the long ball well. Here's Jobilal Mundi. I think he's down. I think a stretcher is being called by Gangaram, the ongoing referee. Or is he gonna play there? Raja Horijon. I think stretcher will be going off. Not needed at the moment. Raja Horijon says he's absolutely fine. Here's entertainer in chief Kibu Vikuna. Always very animated. Always on standing on the touchlines with a tense and perplexed look. Even in the previous game, despite his team being 3-0 up and ahead in the game, he's never someone who relaxes. Jobby Justin to Naruhari Shrestha. Here's Jobby Justin again, takes a crack on the goal. But brilliant stop near the near post. That was a good volleyed attempt by Jobby Justin. And earns a place there. Naruhari Shrestha to Jobby Justin and a volleyed attempt near the near post. But Sanjay Hembram stationed exceptionally well. Sanjay Hembram has had a busy day. Here's Carlos Chelam. Now can he wreak havoc with that delivery? Plenty of blue shirts. In comes the cross from the right. Collected well by Sanjay Hembram. And boy, he's gotten himself injured here in the stretcher, being called immediately. He seems to be in excruciating pain there. He's holding his stomach. We'll see the replay of how things happen there. Just a little collision from Jobby Justin. Getting a little ice pack and some fast relief spray. They've got Kamaluddin in the bench. So in case he's not okay to fulfill his responsibilities here, you've got an able keeper in the form of Kamaluddin in the bench. But Sanjay Hembram, just like a phoenix rises from the ashes, he's up and running as we head into injury time. Just a few more minutes remaining. Last 1 minute of injury time here. Can Diamond Harbour get the lead again? In comes the ball First touch a tad bit heavy, lack of control from Mohit Mittal back with the red shirts. Odisha have done fairly well in this game so far. In comes that ball now from the left. In comes the attack near the edge of the 18-yard box. No one near the far post to receive it. And that's the whistle as you draw curtains to the first half. It's been an action-packed, entertaining first half at Noihati Stadium in match day 3 of I-League 3. It's 1-1 at the moment. Diamond Harbour 1, Sports Odisha 1. We'll shortly see the highlights as well. The match possession being towards the end being won by Odisha, sharing 58%. Total of 2 goals being scored in the first half. Total of 4 shots from the two teams. 3 from Diamond Harbour, of course. 1 from Odisha. It's been an entertaining half. First, that goal from Naruhari Sreshta, and then that goal, that equalizer coming in from Parao Tudu. And Noihati Stadium, it was a must-win game for Sports Odisha. In the first half, it's been an entertaining one. Plenty of chances early on. Girik Khosla this time, close range. This was a close opportunity, just parried away by Sanjay Hembram. This was a shot from a distance, not being able to keep it on target. This was Carlos Chelam. Header set up by Bikramjeet, just narrowly sailing over the crossman. This was that fantastic goal. First, that grounder of an assist from Jobby Justin. Brilliant through ball. And then Naruhari Sreshta on the second attempt with his head got the noses ahead of Diamond Harbour. Pretty good one so far. Naruhari Sreshta again getting his name on the goal scoring sheet. And this was the equalizer on a couple of attempts. First, that assist from Rakesh Oram, and then Parao Tudu, who retains his place in the side. Remember, he was taken off after the first game. This was another opportunity, a close one from Naruhari Sreshta, but a brilliant ball from Naresh Singh from the right flank. This was, of course, Carlos Chelam targeting the near post. Naruhari Sreshta again to Jobby Justin. That volleyed attempt. So plenty of chances for the men in blue in the first half. We'll be back shortly for the second half. At the moment, it's Sports Odisha 1, Diamond Harbour FC 1 at halftime at Noihati Stadium. And we are back in action for the second half. The first goal of the game was, of course, scored by Naruhari Shrestha with that brilliant combination play from Jobby Justin from the right with that grounder. Then came that header set up from that quick throw in the 34th minute. 1-1 presently the scoreline. And it just makes up for quite an exciting game that we can expect in the second half as we join live from the Noihati Stadium. Welcoming everyone to the broadcast. My name is Shayan Toshengupto and I'll be a commentator for today as we see the hurdle of Diamond Harbour. Now, what do they do better? Here's Rubil Almondi who joins the huddle, and it's Bikramjeet Singh just leading the pep talk and a quick prayer. The divine intervention coming in. Several footballers are so superstitious. We've seen this. Some of the world's leading footballers being involved in a lot of superstitions, being involved in praying to God as well, sometimes wearing a lucky hat jersey, sometimes entering the field last, wearing underpants inside out. So, stepping onto the field with the right foot. All of these are important superstitions as we kick off once again for the second half. A change in sides, and can that bring about a change in fortunes as Sports Odisha defend their glory up against the hosts, Diamond Harbour? Diamond Harbour have been pretty good so far in the game. Constant pressing, constant attacks. How can they build up? Here's the guy Naresh Singh with those brilliant through balls. This time to Naruhari Shrestha, but cleared away brilliantly. Now the men in red, they're moving forward here, but Naresh Singh does extremely well to fall back and make sure that the ball does not go away. Here's the men in blue. Here's Greg Khosla. Gentle push back to SK Farid. Now Oram. Here's Giri Khosla now. Fair and square in the eyes of the referee, and hence it does not go outside. Yes, from the right here. SK Farid. Gentle push behind. In comes the diagonal ball. Here's Indra Oram, who makes, of course, made his way back in the starting 11 ahead of Prem Piyush Bagh. It's Diamond Harbour versus Sports Odisha. And of course, the other change was Parao Tudu, which has worked in favor of Sports Odisha. It's Parao Tudu with that header got the goal for Sports Odisha. He came in place of Jagannath Tudu in this game. Here's Giri Khosla from the left. Got Robilal Mundi as well, the overlapping side back. Tussle for possession in the midfield. Here's Mohit Mittal to Giri Khosla. Giri Khosla takes a shot, but a single bounce and back to Sanjay Hembram. Mohit Mittal is another exciting figure in the midfield for Diamond Harbour. He's got experience as well. He's been creative, has retained the place on a number of occasions, plays in the Calcutta Football League as well, where at the moment Diamond Harbour presently top at the points table, qualified to the Super 6 as well. Calcutta Football League Super 6 will be starting shortly. Here's that quick pass behind. Here's Sanjay Hembram. Launches the ball from the defensive third. Back with Naresh Singh. Bikramjeet. Bikramjeet with that diagonal ball. Giri Khosla, good control. To Shuprati Bhajra. Here's Giri Khosla once again. Has space, takes the shot. Idea was to give it to Naruhari Shrestha and Jobby Justin inside the 18-yard circle, inside the 18-yard box. There's another set piece, and the first set piece in the second half for Diamond Harbour. Can they take that perfect corner? Get that second goal, take the lead. Here's Carlos Chalam. In comes the ball, in comes that header setup. Here's Bikramjeet, but this time lacking a pressure. Back with the goalkeeper. Here's that goal kick. Sports Odisha. It's managed by the Department of Sports and the Youth Services of the Odisha government. Backed by the government, Odisha government has done a fantastic job. That's a poor way to give away the ball, and that's a goal. Horrible stuff here, and it's Parao Tudu who gets the second goal. That's sloppy work by Oyon Mondol, and it's the men in red, led by Parao Tudu. He was dropped from the starting 11 in the game against Ghaziabad. And now it's Parao Tudu who've taken the lead against the mighty Diamond Harbour side. That's what it happens when when you become complacent even for a second, when you drop your guards, and someone like Parao Tudu, who's like a lone wolf lurking near the defensive department, always pressing, always looking for that ball. Now you can expect Diamond Harbour to come out all guns blazing. But what a game this has turned out to be. 2-1 in favor of Sports Odisha. And Sports Odisha would believe this goal will infuse a lot of hope and renewed passion. There will be a lot of confidence up their sleeves. Confidence reinforces ability, shapes the way you think. That's a through ball towards the right flank. But how to do being the game changer. Here's a shot from a distance, but sails over the crossbar. Hopefully, if we get to see the replay, we'll see how Oyon Mondol just lost our possession. Sloppy bit of work. Here's Bikramjeet. Such a quality player there, Oyon Mondol. Just a brain fade moment and loses out the possession. And eventually Parao Tudu capitalizes on it with both hands. There's always so much to watch out for in these matches. You lose out possession, it's extremely hard to stage that comeback. The other end, we've had some games going on. CVMFC locking horns with Downtown Heroes. Kerala United, the champions of the Kerala Premier League, playing with Sesa Football Association. But in this game, it's Diamond Harbour who are trailing. Seems to be down there. SK Farid is always very amusing and always very animated. Once again, back on the feet. Sports Odisha out of nowhere. They just had a point coming into this game. And now they are in the lead. Here comes that loopy ball. Stamina have to clear the ball away. Cannot be taking any risks, any undue risk. Seems to be there's another set piece. This is what happens. You can see pressure getting into the Diamond Harbour players. You can see that pressure is seeping into their nerves. This passage of play is quite exciting and they have to be careful with it as well. And a yellow card immediately flashed to the captain, Bikramjeet. So intervening, having a quick chat with the referee, Gangaram. Here's a set piece, another opportunity for Odisha to get that goal. Remember, a one goal cushion is never enough against Diamond Harbour. In comes the ball towards the edge of the 18-yard box. It was. Here's a chance for the men in red once again. Now from the left, here's Prashanto Srihari, the captain. He's looking for options, but facing stiff resistance from Jobby Justin. Bikramjeet Singh, like I mentioned a while back, he's been flashed that yellow card. So a couple of players of Diamond Harbour getting a card. First it was Shuprojit Hajra in the first half that he was flashed a yellow. Now it's the captain Bikramjeet Singh who has been given that yellow card. So it's game on at the Noihati Stadium in this I League 3 clash. Remember, the top two teams from each group of the five groups of I League 3 in the first round, they qualify to the next round. In comes that grounder. Naruhari Shrestha was marked well by a couple of defenders. Sheikh Alam, tall figure, and so is Naruhari Shrestha. Therefore, it's a good combination. He's just looking after Naruhari Shrestha all the time. He's making sure that he's stopped on the tracks. Boy, oh boy, this is the beauty of football. Football is not played on paper, football is played on the field. You can be favorites on the paper, but on the field, it's Sports Odisha who are weaving magic at the moment. But don't expect anything less from Diamond Harbour. They're a side which is full of quality, full of experienced campaigners, and a comeback for them should be on the cards. Here's Naresh Singh. But there's constant pressing as well. Just a while back we saw from Odisha. Now comes the build-up from the defensive department. Couple of passes. Yes, Carlos towards the left. Now Robilal Mundi, the overlapping side back. In comes the cross. Yes, Joby. He has space. Tends to find another space. Takes a crack towards the near post. Sanjay did well on that occasion. Stationed exactly there. Seems to have copped another blow. The referee not wanting to get enough time here. Here's Joby Justin wanting some space. Last touch of course from Sanjay Hemram. Hence a corner. Here's another corner here. And the Odisha fans would be pretty happy. Of the most beautiful states, Odisha, the land of Jagannath Thakur. And it's Odisha who have their noses ahead in this game. Plenty of drama and action unfolding at the Noihati Stadium. I must wish all the viewers a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. It's Ganesh Puja today. So sending the wishes from the production team, sending the wishes from AIFF, the apex body of Indian football. Here's a corner. Short corner, bit of a variation, a couple of passes. Yes, Girik Khosla, but that's a wayward delivery. That's what pressure can do to you. Girik Khosla can do much better than that. It was that left footer. Here's the build up from the right flank from the men in red now. In comes the diagonal ball. There is space. Look at the amount of space he has. What can Naresh Singh do there? The defender of Diamond Harbour. Here's Sheikh Alam. Tudu. Now towards the right flank. Launches the delivery. That's a good ball. But can Indra Udam get past it? No. Couldn't really get enough on the receiving end of that ball. Remember, the Intercontinental Cup is going on as well. India had a 0-0 goalless draw against Mauritius. Yesterday in the Intercontinental Cup, Syria beat Mauritius 2-0. So Indian football, right now the international break is happening as well. One end you've got the Nations League going on in Europe. You've got the Intercontinental Cup, which is of course the first assignment of Indian coach Manolo Marquez, who's been the previous coach of Hyderabad FC, winning the ISL, now the coach of FC Goa. Nawabs had won the title in 2021. In comes the ball. Oh, that's a good bit of creative work from Carlos. In comes the cross, but of course, just the angle wasn't quite right. Straight to Sanjay Hemram. Again, if you see the replay, it was Carlos Chalam. It's a tight angle from which he launched that cross. Perhaps wanted to launch that cross. Nearing the hour mark in the game. And Odisha despite not enjoying possession towards the first half of the first half. First 25 odd minutes, it was all Diamond Harbour. Then that goal from Parao Tudu, and they started getting the possession. Substitution is on the card. Here's Giri Khosla. Now a chance, and oh boy, he's completely lost the plot. They did all the hard work except that final touch. First touch was smooth, then did so well, and eventually from close quarters, he could not provide the finishing touch. You can see from the sidelines that a substitution is on the cards for the hosts. See a double substitution coming in. Now a chance from a distance for Naruhari Srishta. A tight angle, a tough angle. A few substitutions for Odisha as well. So it's game on at the Noihati Stadium. A double substitution. In comes Amar, Adam and Sunil B. And off goes the captain Bikramjeet Singh, who's had a yellow card. He's a little hot-headed right now. Probably Kibu Vikuna just asks him to cool on the sideline. And of course Shupradeep Hajra. So quick change. Amar Adam comes in and Sunil as well. Amar Adam, most recently, one of his most notable performances was that brace he had scored against Khidirpur Sporting Club on 13th August in the Calcutta Football League nearly a month back. He's an exciting player. Watch out for, always very creative, good with the finishing touch, one which Girik Khosla has been missing. Girik Khosla is such a talented player, but he's received a few opportunities today, just not being able to capitalize on it. You've got, of course, Sunil, who can play those supreme shots. He's another player to watch out for. Fluidity from Diamond Harbour lacking in the second half. In comes the cross from Jobby Justin. Chest tap, now a chance. Gets blocked on that traffic. Here's another opportunity. But Sanjay Hemram does well to recover. Much to the chagrin of most of the supporters of Diamond Harbour, not been able to get that. So far now, the execution of Diamond Harbour has been a far cry from what Kibu Vikuna had envisioned. A bit unusual. Here's Girik Khosla to Naruhari Sreshta. Good build up. Here's a chance. Hemar Edam. Creative run. Did everything well. Eventually Sheikh Alam wins the battle. Near the edge now. Now cleared away. Brilliant work. Diamond Harbour leaving no stone unturned, making efforts to get that goal. Here's Naresh Singh. Now Jobby Justin. Jobby Justin from the right. Loses out possession. Still, in comes the cross from Oyon Mondol. Here's the setup coming in. Here's Sunil. Down towards the left flank. Robilal Mundi back to Sunil. Now to Oyon Mondol. 2-1 presently in favour of Sports Odisha. Both the goals being scored by Parao Tudu. First that header, then that brain fade moment from Oyon Mondol where he gifted possession. There was the chest trap and a chance just caught in the traffic over there. Then in that second attempt, of course, they got the ball. So plenty of chances, a gamut of opportunities coming in. He's going to be stretchered off, is it? Anything happens, the coach, I beg your pardon, the referee asks for the stretcher. This time it's Parao Tudu. But that's a big blow. He scored 2 goals and I think he's been going off right now. I hope he comes back after receiving some treatment because he's such an integral part. You can't afford to be missing out on this now. Presently 2-1. Odisha leading the game. Here's Raja Horijon. In the previous game, he had such an interesting passage of play. First, they were looking for that equalizer there. Raja, they had scored the goal, but it was deemed illegal as it was a foul throw. Minutes later, in injury time, it was Raja Horijon who proved the fact that life comes a full circle and life will always give you opportunities. Like Raja Horijon, despite getting that goal illegal, he scored the goal and sought a full redemption. That's what happens when Odisha are in form. They are a team to definitely watch out for. They had narrowly missed out on an I League 3 second Super 6 spot. Here's Hema Dedam. From the right flank, in comes the grounder. The idea was to give towards Naruhari Shrestha in the midfield. Here's the grounder pass to Jobby Justin. Let's see what Jobby Justin can do. Forward push. Just couldn't get enough on that one. It's Carlos Chala in the centre forward region as well, along with Shrestha. Like I was mentioning, Odisha finished second in the Group B in I League 3 in the previous edition. They had a couple of wins, one loss and one draw. So say they started the tournament on a poor note. 1-1 draw against United Chirang first. But we'll come to that. In comes the cross. Tied away by Sanjay Hembram. Ball still in possession with Diamond Harbour. A quick turn by Naresh. Zip towards the left. Mittal. Now the forward push. They had that 0-1 loss against the Manipur Bayside Klasa in the previous edition. Had a 1-1 draw versus United Chirang Duar FC. Post that, of course, they had a 3-0 victory against Baroda Football Association and a 3-1 victory in their last game against Jaipur Elite. It's very unforgiving and relentless. These group stage matches, you have to be at your best. Presently, it's Satirud who are at the top of the points table of Group A, followed by Diamond Harbour. A win for Odisha here. They'll go on top. They'll replace Diamond Harbour. Here comes the build-up from the left. There's Giri Khosa, but the player is down, but the referee is not intervening yet. Here's Giri Khosa, mazy run, gets past a few defenders. Here's the forward push to Jobby Justin to Naresh. Naresh, tight angle, takes the grounder. But brilliant clearance once again. Let's still on. In comes the cross from Owen Mondol. Yes, Carlos is it behind, but the player is still down. Referee not intervening. Now a chance. Pushed away by the goalkeeper. Chance once again. Owen Mondol. Header clearance. Brilliant work. They're clearing their lines really well here, Odisha. Making sure that the incoming threats are all negated. Owen Mondol a couple of times getting involved in opportunities. I think it's Abhinash Kishan who's down at the moment. And that's good sportsmanship spirit. Here we see once again Naresh Singh gave that grounder. But good bit of clearance on that occasion by Raja Horijon, and then cleared away again. It's good to see that Avinash Kishan is back on his feet. It's an embodiment of resilience, personification of resilience here. Abhinav Kishan. So whenever there's a throw in, square to the field near the aggressive third of a team, it becomes very, very difficult as well at times. We can see another substitution, another double substitution coming in for Diamond Harbour. In comes that setup, but that's a wayward delivery. It's going to be a few substitutions for Diamond Harbour. I think it's going to be Girik Khosla, who's not had a good game so far. Missed out on quite a few opportunities. Will be taken off. Got plenty of options. You've got Shupriyo Pandit as well. You've got Liton Sheel. There's plenty of options. You've got Shaikh Harpan in the substitute bench for Diamond Harbour. 70 minutes up on the clock. It's 2-1 presently in favour of Sports Odisha. Can they see off the remaining 20 minutes? Can they somehow negate the incoming threat? They are coming in large numbers. It's probably the last contribution of Girik Khosla today. Yes, a yellow card has been flashed, and he has to go off eventually. Not because of the card, but because Kibu Vikuna wants to shake the formations, want fresh legs on the field, and a couple of quick substitutions. Shupriyo Pandit comes in, and so does Liton Sheel. Both of them quite experienced when it comes to football in Calcutta. And off goes Carlos Chalam and Girik Khosla. Girik Khosla is not happy with the decision. Of course, he's someone who always wants to be involved in the game, always wants to have those contributions. He's quite quick, Maisie. There was no question about his fitness, no question about his pace today, but just that finishing touch was lacking. Probably that's why Shupriyo Pandit and Liton Sheel might as well be better opportunity. Here's that cross from the left. Back in possession with the men in red. It's SK Farid who clear the ball. Now the pass towards the left. Now the build up coming in. Creates that layoff towards the left. Here's Shupriyo Pandit. In comes the cross off the crossbar. Good ball in. Ball still in play. Here's Diamond Harbour. Here's Naresh Singh. Got Jobby Justin towards the right. Gives it to Jobby. Jobby with that incoming loopy ball. Shupriyo Pandit. But marked really well. Oh, that's good work. Good step over. Now a chance. Might have misdirected pass. And that incoming threat fizzles out. Seems to be down. Anything happens and the referee wants the stretcher out because he doesn't want time to be wasted at all. I think he's just got a hamstring pull here. To be very hydrated in these hot and sultry conditions of Noihati. It's roughly a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive from Kolkata. Beautiful stadium's got a capacity of 25,000. Noihati Stadium is also the home of Diamond Harbour and Mohammedan Sporting Club when they're playing CFL, when they were playing the I League. It's the Kollani Stadium and the Noihati Stadium used for matches. But of course, there are a couple of beautiful stadiums in Kolkata as well. The Salt Lake Stadium, also known as the Mecca of Indian football. You've got Kishore Bharati Krirangan, a new stadium that has been developed. Here's Naresh Singh towards the right. There's Amar Redam. Can't get past Sheikh Alam. Combination play from Naresh. Here's Hema Redam. Now creates space. Gives it to Jobby Justin. Jobby Justin. Eventually, lead fizzles out again. There's a shot from a distance. Just plays it wide. Hema Redam always good with those long balls. Always good with those shots from a distance. This time again, of course, it was Mohit Mittal. Hema Redam, the previous while back, from the right flank, was trying to build it up. A couple of players that have come in place of Girik Khosla and of course Carlos Chalam are Liton Sheel and Shupio Pandit. 15 odd minutes remaining regulation time and another yellow card, the fourth yellow card of the game, and it's SK Farid. He's flashed a yellow card in the previous game as well. SK Farid always poses as a challenge to the opposition players, to the opposition attacking midfielders.
Substitute player, please be seated. You, please be seated. You. Yes, yes. Number 7. Number 7. You have taken that orange one. You have taken orange one. I want. Bhai, chocolate de thoda.
There's a quick drinks break. Fantastic opportunity.
Number 6. 6 in. Kishore, one change is there.
Now the set piece for Diamond Harbour.
Number 5. 5 out. Number 5 is already out.
And another change is Prem Piyush coming in. Yes, Diamond Harbour, the build-up coming in. Sports Odisha who get the possession again. Of course, Indra Oram. Just Prem Piyush who was replaced by Indra Oram. Now he's back for 15 odd minutes in the game. Can he weave some magic? Can he conjure some magic here? Here's the pass. Here's Naresh. Here's that forward push. Here's Hema Redam with that cross. Now a chance. Creating a tad bit of space there. Liton Sheel. Cleared away by Sheikh Kalam. Liton Sheel. It was jersey number 8. With that creative chance. Once again, if you see the replay, it was Shupio Pandit. Before that, Liton Sheel. Shupio Pandit towards Naru Harishrestha on the far post. Couldn't get enough on it, but nevertheless, they get set piece. Hema Redam. In comes the cross towards the far post. Had a clearance with SK Farid. Now he has to clear it away before Shupio Pandit can come near it. He does that. He saw Shupio Pandit coming in. Once again, the ball goes outside. Time is ticking away for Diamond Harbour to stage a comeback. They've never lost a game in I-League 3 thus far in the 2 seasons they've played. So this could be a ground-breaking win for Sports Odisha. Here's the counter-attack. Look at them tearing forward on the counter. Here's Parao Tudu has scored a couple of goals, showing his skills. Here's Avinash Kishan. That's a poor way to gift away the possession. Could have built it on. There were plenty of options. You can see Parao Tudu. That's how he had won back the possession for the second goal from Moyan Mondol. Here's from the left, Shupriya Pandit, Mezi run. In comes the cross. That was a good ball in. That's the quality he possesses. Narwari Shrestha. It was a tough task for him to score that. Look at that brilliant ball in towards the far post. Naruhari Shrestha wasn't quite there near the far post. Couldn't get enough on that one. Shrestha is the only one who has scored for Diamond Harbour in this game. Another hamstring pull just goes on to show how gruesome the conditions are at the Noihati Stadium. How things can become extremely hot, humid.
Well done, Supri, well done. Kishore, Kishore. Yes, play. Don't. Do not.
Every single time there's an injury, there's a stretcher that's coming. We saw the same strategy, we saw the same thing
Pressure, please.
in the previous game when Odisha were playing against Ghaziabad. There were plenty of injuries towards the last 10-15 odd minutes just to stymie the momentum at times. Kibu Vikuna on the touchline, he's not a happy man. Defeats and losses are not familiar territory for Kibu Vikuna. He's always a coach who loves winning. He's a Spaniard. It's in his blood, the winning mentality. But can they stage a comeback? Can they ooze resilience and get that equalizer? Diamond Harbour here, because Sad Tirur are another exciting team to watch out for in Group A along with Ghaziabad and of course Lake City. Lake City has had a draw in their opening game. They'll be playing today in the second half in the afternoon game from 3 p.m.
Safe. Wait.
Here's the men in red. Now back in possession. Here's Shupriya Pandit
Okay. Go.
creating space, wriggling for space there. I think that there's going to be another substitution that might come in from Diamond Harbour. I can see it's getting warmed up from the touch lines.
जल्दी को जा करছি जल्दी करे भाई
Might as well just replace Jobby Justin or Naruhari Shrestha. Will shortly see who it is. I can see Shai Borlang Kharpan warming up from here. He'll be coming in, and in all probability, it's going to be Jobby Justin, right winger, who will be replaced now. Here's from behind. Here's the incoming ball from Sunil.
किशोर सुबी भाई
Eventually went outside. Here's that substitution I was talking about. Shai comes in place of Jobby Justin. Jobby Justin has had a decent game, couple of attempts, and the volleyed attempt in the first half was probably his best opportunity. Here's the set piece. In comes the delivery, parried away by Sanjay Hembram. Have to clear it away, and they do clear it. They have one eye on that 3 points here. Sports Odisha, they have to do everything possible to maintain the lead and not let Diamond Harbour stage a comeback. Here's Mohit Mittal. It's going to be a possible long throw in. Tried to set it up, but eventually fails to set it up on that occasion. Robilal Mundi. Exciting games here at the Noihati Stadium.
क्लोज कर
Here's Robilal Mundi now towards the left. Here's Pandit. In comes the ball. But on so many occasions, despite those whipped in corners being brought on well, sometimes on the near post, sometimes on the far post, we've not got enough on it. What will be the final throw of the dice from Kibu Vikuna? as he of course got Sai in place of Jobby. Justin fresh legs, looks like a completely refurbished unit. Sunil not happy with the linesman on that occasion. Has to be a little careful. He has to curb down on his emotions. And this just goes on to tell a story that you give an inch to Parao Tudu and he'll take a yard. Diamond Harbour occupiers of the Noihati Stadium being humbled at the moment. Down on their haunches. Can they stage that comeback? So far in the second half, the execution of their game plan and their strategies has been a far cry from what they had envisioned. They have to go back to the drawing board and fix things if they lose this, but there's still plenty of time. 5 minutes of regulation time. Post that, there will be injury time, so there's plenty of time. We can say roughly 10 minutes they have. Now that's a Mazy run. Creates that layoff, but a little too heavy. Seems there will be a couple of substitutions in for Odisha. Parao Tudu deserves a break. He's had a good game, scored a couple of goals. Probably not today to get that hat trick, but a couple of substitutions. Jagannath Tudu, and of course, we've got Chandra Mohan Purti who will be coming in. Parao Tudu goes off, and so does Abhinash Kishan. So, a couple of changes for the men in red as well. Good game Parao Tudu has had. First that deft header, then winning back possession and finishing it off from close range. Kishan goes off as well. There's a chance for Chandra Mohan and Jagannath to do something. Quick turn. Oyon Mondol back towards Sunil. Takes a shot. Simple collect on this occasion from the goalkeeper. You can see Kibu Vikuna having a perplexed look. He's not happy with the way things have gone on here. This goes on to show that no one is invincible in football. Football is not played on paper. It's played on the field. Diamond Harbour, the fluidity which we saw in the previous game against Ghaziabad, that's lacking, especially when Girik Khosla, Dobby Justin, these players have been taken off. Here's another incoming threat coming on from Liton Shield now towards the right. In comes the ball from Shai. Liton Shield does well to keep possession. Here's Shupriyo Pandit. There's Ahmad Adam as well. Not being able to get enough on it. Here's Mondol, the central defender. Gives it forward. So, of course, Mohit Mittal now giving it towards the left to Robilal Mundi. Now the grounder. A clearance on point from Rakesh Oram. Odisha would believe that they can get all the points from this game. Here's Odisha with the counter attack. Coming in from the right. Facing stiff resilience. And that's done well by Shupriyo Pandit. Resistance eventually pays off. Now the build-up coming in. Here's Mondol. Just about 2 odd minutes remaining in regulation time of this game. And at the moment, Diamond Harbour need a miracle. Need a miracle to stage a comeback and win this game. But there'll be plenty of added time, I'm sure. It's because there were plenty of injuries happening. Plenty of changes as well. Is Robilal Mundi just asking his teammates as to who will be taking that corner? Is it going to be Robilal itself? They cannot be affording to waste any time here. Here's Robilal. Carlos Chalam, who was taking those set pieces, has been substituted, of course, and came Liton Shield. Here's Robilal Mundi. In comes that cross. Header set up. Just goes off wide. Goes on to sum up the emotions of Diamond Harbour. Truckload of opportunities. but lacking that finishing touch.
Another one will be. Come on.
Just about a minute remaining of regulation time.
Aymar.
What is the throw of the dice? What is the change in tactics
Give me the
from
ball now.
the Spaniard?
Rep.
Here's Raja. He's always such an integral part of Odisha. He would remember just a game back against Ghaziabad. His goal was denied, and then eventually staged a comeback. Another hamstring pull from Sheikh Alam. He's doing these tricks here, Odisha, to derail the momentum of Diamond Harbour. In comes the ball towards their attacking third. Diamond Harbour once again with the possession. Now they have to build it up. It was Shai who gave it now to Emar Edam. Gives it towards the right to Mondol. Back to Edam. 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes of unprecedented action and entertainment that we can expect here. Here's Jagannath Tudu. Poor way to not pose a fight. Here's Emar Edam. Gives that gentle push forward, but a misdirected pass. These passes have costed Diamond Harbour. Now is that lost opportunity gonna come back to haunt them? Now you can think about those couple of opportunities with Jobby Justin, which Naruhari Shrestha got in the first half. From close range, couldn't find the back of the net. Those are coming back to bite them. Here's Diamond Harbour somehow still managing for that shot. Here's Shupio Pandit. In comes the loopy ball. Chance from close range. Here's Sai once again. Built up is still on. The pressure relentless. In comes that cross from Owen Mondol. Odisha have to clear their lines here. Now cleared away once again by the men in red. Brilliant. Jaspal Urma had said at the start of the game in the interview that they would be pressing high, and they would be posing a serious threat to Diamond Harbour, and that is what happened here. Here's Sanjay Hembram, seems to be in a little bit of a pain. Once again, just the match getting delayed, and he's not happy. He's having a word with the fourth official, Kibu Vikuna. Look at him. He's all animated. High league winning coach of Mohun Bagan. Has also coached Kerala Blasters when the lockdown was happening in the ISL. Of course, didn't have one of those great seasons with Kerala Blasters, with just registering 3 wins. But here's the quick throw in from Mohit Mittal. Can he get past the traffic? There's plenty of blue shirts. Here's Sunil, Shupio Pandit. Quick turn, facing stiff resistance from behind. Here's Sunil again. Now it's Oyan Mondol towards the right. Diamond Harbour need a divine intervention. In comes the cross. Not being able to get enough on it there, Liton Shield. So frustrating for the likes of Liton Shield. Getting those crosses, not getting that header on point. Here's from the left, the Mazy run. But it's the man in red who once again intercept the ball. Remember, Sports Odisha had finished runners up of the Football Association of Odisha in the league, in the Diamond League. That is how they earned a place in I League 3.
Clear, clear, clear.
Diamond Harbour earned a place through the Calcutta Football League, the top tier football league of Calcutta, the Premier Division. Right now, they're presently at top of Group A, of course. Diamond Harbour in CFL, they've earned a place in the Super 6.
Be patient.
They've done extremely well.
Vamos, Supriyo.
Back with the back line. Injury time, you can expect a lot of drama to unfold. At times, it's during the injury time the teams have the edge. I tell you, a goal for Diamond Harbour, and they'll take that confidence into the remaining two matches as well. Odisha, it's their third game, whereas for Diamond Harbour, it's their second. Odisha coming on the back of a 1-1 draw against SAT Tirur. And that's another misdirected through ball. Not wasting any time there, Supriyo Pandit. This, of course, Nirmal Oram gives it behind. Emaredam. Supriyo Pandit, less than 2 minutes remaining in injury time. What's the final act before the match draws curtains? What's the final throw of the dice? That's intercepted well by Odisha. It's that long ball back in possession with Sunil, back with Diamond Harbour. None of the action happening towards the defensive third of Diamond Harbour. That's been their solid defending. Now Supriyo Pandit. Now a chance header straight to the hands of Sanjay Hembram as we enter into the final minute of injury time of this game at the Noihati Stadium here. You can see got behind the ball, of course, but not being able to execute that header properly. It was a simple regulation catch for the custodian of Odisha. Diamond Harbour would be frustrated. There's another player who stretched it away. It's been 6 to 7 times. That's a yellow card that has been flashed to Kibu Vikuna for not being happy with these decisions. And Diamond Harbour not happy with how things panned out in this game. Not happy with the referee Kishore Gangaram. Don't worry, we'll be back in action in the afternoon as well. There's another game of I League 3 that's happening at 3 p.m. Here's Raja. Can they get another goal against the run of play here, the men in red? But it's back with Diamond Harbour now. They're moving forward. Just a couple of short, intricate passes. Here's another pass forward. There's Naresh Singh. That's a brilliant layoff ball. Naresh Singh with that grounder of finesse, but couldn't find another one over there. Just any moment, the final whistle could blow. Here's Mondol. Mohit Mittal with that loopy cross. Header set up. Is that the final opportunity? Sanjay Hembram had a tough day at the park, but he's done well to stop those incoming thunderbolts. And with that, it's the final whistle. Both Odisha have done the unthinkable. They've defeated Diamond Harbour in a match that was entertaining, that was action-packed, It had all the ingredients of being a blockbuster of a clash. It's eventually Sports Odisha who have the last laugh, and Diamond Harbour who lose the game. Jaspal Urma would be a happy man, but look at the frustration and disappointment, much to the chagrin
Terrible that you only
of
had 7 minutes, guys.
Kibu Vikuna. It's his side who's lost out on this game at the hands of Sports Odisha. We shortly see highlights. The Shupio Pandit could not do much. Possession being dominated by Diamond Harbour in the second half. A total of 12 shots, 8 of which were on target. They were relentless in pursuit of that equalizer, but eventually it was Odisha, India's best kept secret. And this was a performance that no one expected. This was a performance that was eluding them. And this has been the case of Sports Odisha. They've always started off on a poor note, and then eventually they gather steam towards the end of I League 3. But we'll quickly take a look at the highlight package of the most interesting and the most happening moments of the game. First half was packed with opportunities for the men in blue. Girik Khosla not being able to keep it on target. This was another header opportunity, but it was parried away by the goalkeeper. Sanjay Hembram has had a busy day so far. This was a chance for Bikramjeet Singh, whose header setup narrowly sailed over the crossbar. This was the goal, the first one, of course. Narohari Shrestha on the second attempt. He went past Sanjay Hembram, but it was a beautiful ball in by Jobby Justin on that occasion. That was the first goal, and shortly after that, Sports Odisha got that header from Parao Tudu, and they got the goal as well. This was the one where the deft header, and despite a full stretch from Shushnato Malik, they could not stop that incoming ball. Parao Tudu replacing Jagannath Tudu in the lineup. He's presented a strong case for himself. This was from Naresh Singh, a good ball in. Had a setup. This was the one I was talking about, a close one from Narohari Shrestha. This was again a chance for Jobby Justin. The volleyed attempt stopped near the near post. There was 1-1 at the end of the first half. Second half, they've received plenty of chances. Again, Diamond Harbour couldn't capitalize on it. It was Jobby Justin wriggling for space. The race in again. And this was another opportunity for Girik Khosla, who lost the plot in the final touch. Robilal Mundi did have a couple of shots as well, but there was a chance for Odisha. Parao Tudu, where he simply snatched the ball from the opposition to score that second goal, which we'll shortly see. Just about a few more seconds, but it's been a tale of missed chances for Diamond Harbour. Not being able to put it on target. They will have to go back to the drawing board. They had a good 4-day break after their 3-0 rout against Ghaziabad, and sometimes what happens is when you have a prolonged break, it just stymies the momentum of some of the teams. So, tale of missed opportunities, another header set up this time. So, plenty of chances. And eventually the score is Sports Odisha 2, Diamond Harbour FC 1. Parao Tudu with those two goals. Narohari Shrestha got his second goal of the tournament after that first goal against Ghaziabad. Thank you so much, guys. It was Shayantu Shengupto and a pleasure doing comms for this game. I hope to see you all in the afternoon game. Till then, goodbye, take care, and stay well.